through this with the drone so I can get a better idea how this looks overall on the ship. So we could do something neat, stick them off to the sides, or we can keep them close to the cockpit. Or we might do that and, nah, I want to try to keep the shape. Maybe 2 away from the cockpit, and we can streamline that a little bit. Do want to poke it out a little bit, just like that. So there we go. I think that looks pretty decent. And they're only sticking out just by 1 block. So it'd be like pew, 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 pew. Alright, let's take a look, and we're going to need to make the ammo controller box. So we're going to jump in here and look at our constructor in the base. Which is making a ton of fusion cells right now. And let's see, a small vessel, and we need an ammo controller. Alright, back here to designing our craft. So we're going to try to figure out how we can get a little room in here without going underneath the space here. So we'll go ahead and fill in some of this. We're missing the ammo controller. I wonder if 4 storage boxes is enough. And I think I can put a multi-turret on here to help break things apart if I do like point of interest or something, but I think we'll just wait to figure all that out. Right now I just want something that takes me into space, has oxygen, can defend itself or attack if necessary, and yeah, get me back and forth without dying. The essentials. Alright, what else do we have here? We still have some passenger seats, a detector, the O2 station, and the armor locker. And these aren't too large of a shape. And if we make a little room on here, let's see, the other idea that we might be able to do is push the thrusters backwards and make like a little hatch here off the wing, and then go in here off to the side. Because I just have to be able to access that stuff. I don't necessarily need to get in there. Or I might even possibly, well, I don't like the fact that that is 3 times. No, wait, that's 1 time. Is that 1 time? Or 3? No, that was 3 times. And the thruster, which I'm keeping in the middle, is 1.2. So yeah, I really want to keep that 3 tons in the center, just so I don't have to worry about rotation issues. Yeah, because I was thinking maybe building the thing on the top and putting that tank somewhere else, but that's not going to go. It's not going to fly. I think we'll just try, let's just try filling in some blocks here. Move it down here. I don't think a portable constructor can make the small vessel part, the ammo, just because I don't think I can queue fusion blocks. Under miscellaneous, large fuel pack, yeah, fusion cell. I can't queue much of those. I'm gonna drop some of these fusion cells out of the queue so I can get my shit made.
Sure, I didn't realize they were still going. But they've been done by now.
It's all good. I would requeue them, but I don't have the power.
I'll come back to base here in like a minute or two. I'll requeue them back up. At least get how many remain? At least a couple.
36.
No, it's not even going.
There was like 40 still left to make.
That's weird. It should have gone faster than that. Huh.
Alright, so we got our
Interesting.
ammo controller here for our guns. And we'll just slip this in anywhere. We got a refrigerator right there, so let's put the ammo controller on the other side. They can kind of balance each other out. 50 on that side and 100 on that side. And let's take a look at what we got for blocks. So these are the regular steel blocks. I want to get some combat blocks out of the box here. Let's take a look. Main base and hover vessel storage, I think, has most of mine. So combat steel here, I've got 9. We got 52 hardened, and what's in the small vessel storage? Might have put some in here. No. No, we do not have any in here, so we're going to have to queue some of them up as well. So I think I'm going to try to get more combat steel ones. That's hover vessel. And the hardened steel is small vessel and hover vessel. Okay. Come back here to hover vessel storage. Put those in there. Take a look at the constructor again. And let's look for what blocks we can put. Hardened steel block small, and it doesn't look like we have any combat type block. So the best we're going to get is the hardened steel block small. And I actually have a lot of hardened steel plates, so it must have moved some of them. Let's see here, main base, and we have some steel overflow right now. Steel plates, yeah. You just need to put this in the input box. Okay, that way we're not making all that in addition. We already have tons of them. Alright, fans constructor, here we go. So we're going to grab some of them hardened steel blocks. Now we have steel plates to go along with it. So we'll just make 100. It's a minute and a half, roughly it's a second a block. And the reason why I want that, at least on the edges, so we'll fill in the non-critical areas with these, and then we'll use the hardened steel blocks to go along with the things I need to protect. What's up, Peaches? Do I need to back my ship up for you? Oh, wow.
Golden.
You're on the edge.
Yeah, a glory. Oh, this is a little mini warp drive looking thing?
This is what? What?
This is what the warp drive looks like for the SV?
Yeah, the warp tank's on the warp drive's on the top. And then my thruster that I'm using, 3x10x3, this is the Jet XL.
Yeah, this looks like it's one of those for pure speed prototypes.
Well, I'm looking at yours, and you actually have a door on the back. I might have to, because I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that, because I still like having my little area.
I didn't make that one, so...
I know, you took a prototype. I haven't even looked at any of these or prototypes. I'm just kind of like winging it.
Oh, I got
space jokes.
So I grabbed one.
They put their constructor there. Wireless connection. You might have added that, huh?
I did. Didn't have one in there, and I was desperate. We were raiding that base, and I couldn't access it. Amazing.
What? There's actually an inner room before you get up to like the cockpit? That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to fit all the essentials on a really small profile ship, as you can see. The only things I'm missing right now, which are pretty big things, is passenger seats. I want to do an armor locker so I can change my suit if I need to. O2 station, because you have to be able to click it to get your suit refilled. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the only things I'm missing right now.
Customs.
So yeah, we're just going to start filling in. This is the hardened steel blocks. We're going to try to protect as much of this underneath as we can, because we do not want to be flying over some turrets and then boom, they shoot out our core, which is right there. So we're just going to fill all this in, and these blocks are pretty heavy, but again, you need to protect your ship. So we're going to fill all this in here. And I think I'm just going to marry the two. I'm just going to mirror top layer and bottom layer here all on the outside. And that's the spot right there where I can swap in a lesser dense block. And then switch back out to the hardened one, keeping it on the outside. Alright, so we're going to keep filling this in. And we only have a few more rows to go. Got thrusters here though, so we're gonna actually go ahead and fill those in too. We'll do a dual line here. Oh, can I not keep going out that way? Well, symmetry mode took care of it for me. Alright, we'll swap that. We'll put a combat block there. We'll probably fill in combat blocks all along the top. Again, just to protect our stuff. And this is why I made more, because I knew this was going to happen. So there's our 100 more blocks. Peaches must be making projectile turrets for his base. Oh, Peaches, it's probably a good thing that the you're crafting with the fusion blocks. I interrupted it because I didn't realize that one, they take the hardened steel blocks, and we ran out of those in the input, so I moved some from the other container into it, so it'll make them quicker.
Oh, I keep some more fusion blocks then?
Yeah, you can keep some more up. You should be able to.
I'll just do 40.
Yeah, just make sure you got hardened plates in there. I think I moved some, but just double check.
Got 99 in here, or 999.
Okay. Cool. Let's see, there's our core. I wonder what cheapo block they give me right here. Do they actually... They just give me regular steel block small in front of that. And this is actually has 200 hit points, so we'll just zap that out and put the hardened steel there instead. Protect our core. Probably give this thing some sort of a nose. And we're going to use... There might be a block shape that actually does better for that, but I'm still learning my block shapes. Because I want to put slopes in. See, then we can just come along here and fill that in and make it look really awesome. And let's see, we're still using our hardened blocks, which is what we want right now. So we'll just kind of make it a nice profile shape. And I might need to fix that on the other side. Nope. No, I do not. The way the spotlights stick out kind of remind me of, what's that car? This older car has little headlights pop up. They can retract and get deployed. Looks really cool. Might be an early model Porsche, I'm not positive. Cars are not my thing.
I think the Tesla's doors pop up like that.
The doors or the headlamps? I'm talking about the headlamps on the front.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't hear that part. Oops, I just ripped it.
Alright, there we go. And then we'll give it a paint job later after we figure out what we're doing here with the back part of the ship. Maybe I should just do like a freaking long ass like Learjet style, kind of like the other one has over there. Because I really want to have that internal section, or at least a spot where I can get to these stations and put some passenger seats on here, in case someone wants to be crazy with me and go to the moon. Okay, let's see. Probably still be
Probably squirrels out there.
Mr. Seeing a squirrel, or whatever.
I saw squirrels when I was looking out there earlier.
Oh, there was? There was some squirrels?
There were like two.
Was there some squirrelies?
One on the porch.
You can't place your cargo box. Okay, so let's take a look. This is something that threw me for a loop when I first started too, Teddy. So let's take a look. I'll show you what's what. So if we let me pull up the constructor so I can get all the items in one place so you can kind of see. Alright, so if I go up here and I type in cargo box, or just cargo to get cargo boxes, and we look at, oh wait, sorry, it'll be, is it container? Where's my, there's container extension, container. Okay, here we go, cargo box. So there's two cargo boxes here, and it's always like, which one of these do I need to make? And the answer is, you have to look at where it says placeable. So if we look, we got short description, the hit points, and right under that, the next line, placeable. We have SV, HV for this particular cargo box. That's your hover vessels and your small vessels. Next to that, the other cargo box that you can make is placeable CV and BA. CV is your capital vessels, your really big ships, and then BA is for base. So whenever you're looking for things that you want to place and you're working on like your base, you want to make sure that placeable has a BA there, or you're going to end up making the wrong thing. And it's good that you're realizing this with a cargo box since they're pretty cheap. I made the mistake with fuel. That was a fuel tank I had made. And you'll see here, this fuel tank is SVHV. And then we get into everything else here that's for bases. So capital vessel base, and then again, capital vessel base for the other three here. So that's how you tell what goes where. And we'll take out a lot of that confusion. Generators are another one that's really tricky. Because here you have small generator, capital vessel, and base. Those two usually go together because they're so massive. And then you got your smaller crap. Here we have SVHV generator, and then you move into the base stuff here for your large generators that are tier 1, tier 2, and then this gravity generator down here. So yeah, just check that placeable tag, and you'll know what works where. But this sucks when you make the wrong damn thing, especially when you're starting out and you put resources into making it, and you're like, oh no. Oh, you know what? I figured out what I'm gonna do.
What?
The thruster in the middle, if I take it out and I put a thruster on each side, that would open up the middle for me, so that way I can try to do a middle chamber where I can put my stuff. But I really don't need that much thrusting power, but hey, who cares? It's not like we don't have the resources.
Maybe just use a smaller thruster?
I mean, I could.
Don't want extra power, but again, who's against extra power?
That's right, extra power. This is where you do like your Tim the Tool Man Taylor.
I come in here, I see this guy just grunting over there looking at your machine, like, alright, alright.
I wish I knew what I did with my hat.
I know what you did with your hat. You left it on the bed and I took it.
Oh, okay.
And then I put it right here, and I don't know what to do with it after that.
Yeah, we're gonna move some things around on the ship here. So we're gonna take our short range warp off, and we're going to I gotta connect some blocks, or that's gonna fall off. So we'll just put some temporary blocks in here. Don't do it like that. That's not how this goes.
I found your hat.
Oh my gosh. Crazy woman.
Since someone won't see my foot warmer over here, then
What did I just miss?
To tie in with the stream, or?
Yes.
So I was like, where's my hat? And so Jennifer gets it, and then she slams it down over my headset. Like, what the hell kind of craziness is this? Like, no one wants to wear a hat over their headset. It's the other way around. So yeah, that's what you missed.
Wow, I like how I was at full food when I left, and I'm back to 370. And all I've been doing is standing.
What did you say? Sorry, I took my headset off and then put it back on.
Yeah, I've burned 130 food just standing here.
You must have some intense muscles. Alright, so let's take a look here. We can zap these blocks up. Oh, that was my landing gear. Alright, well anyway, not like that matters too much. And yeah, let's fill in some more of our... Alright, so we can start working with this for our little area. And if I actually move some of these up, I can actually cheat a little bit. What's this? This is my, is that my cargo? Yeah, that's my cargo. Alright, zap, zap. We'll grab the ventilator back up and,
I'll turn the power off to the base.
ammo controller. Well, it's not like we got oxygen to worry about.
Yeah, I was just in it. I was all the lights went off. I was like, wait a second.
Alright, fridge.
I didn't do that.
And that's another cargo box. Cargo box. And my mobile.
Alright, I'm heading
here.
back to the abandoned mine.
Alright, we're just gonna
yeah.
zap that back up. Cool. When I get done with my vessel here, I'll join you in the thing there. So just know I will come help.
Cool.
Okay, we are going to make our mobile constructor go vertical and shove it up here. Let's see here, yeah, right there. And then we're gonna take those 4 cargo boxes, and we're just gonna put those in here as well. Just like that. So just trying to shorten this up a little bit, take it off the sides at the bottom and cram it in here, so we can get my idea of building an interior section on here so I can set up my additional stations that I want to put. Let's see, we'll keep working here. We'll put this container there and our fridge. And you know, I actually kind of have, this actually isn't too bad of an idea. Access ammo.
How is your thing floating like that?
Fridge. I wonder if we can fit, okay, so I have to be able to click the O2 station, and if I just kind of set everything here and then build around it, we'll have our tube. So we'll put O2 station there. Yeah, so we got that. And let's grab the armor locker. And I should also get a med station as well. So I think I'm going to zap that refrigerator back up. And the ammo container. Okay,
I
so
just saw the big artillery gun shoot off as they're flying away.
that's cool.
It's a big old streak.
Okay, let's see if... Yeah, I redid the solar panels at the base, so I need to put all these back in a group. Stuff not being in groups kind of bugs me. Okay, there we go. Turrets. And that's a station. What is he growling at?
What's a good way to heal health back? Bandages?
You can use bandages, or I guess you flew your ship over there, huh?
Yeah.
You could put in your ship. I'm about to look up and put one in mine if it will fit on a small vessel. But I know the hover vessels, you can have a medical station, and you just...
Drone's killing me.
Uh-oh.
Fuck. I got caught in the drone.
Damn. Alright, so let's see if we got medical stuff here for a small vessel. So that's CV and base and hover vessel. So you can't have a medic station on
So
a small
medical
vessel.
stations.
Yeah, I just found you can't put it on the small vessel. It's HV, and then there's the one for bases and capital ships. Kind of bummed about that a little bit.
I definitely am. It doesn't make any sense.
I know, why can it fit on a hover vessel but not freaking small vessel? I don't get that. Okay, whatevers.
Alright. When in doubt, just use the ship to kill the damn bugs.
Didn't get XP for that though.
Yeah, well, I live.
Very true.
Everyone's got that determination going on right now.
Live.
So what's the trick to finding the bug spawners?
You got your multi-tool, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you hold your multi-tool in your hand, and as you look around with it, you'll notice whatever you put your reticule on, it's going to pop up in the bottom right corner, the name of that block.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're going to do is just wave around the ceilings. They like vents. Anything that looks like a little vent is always suspicious. But if you move your cursor around, it will pop up in that description as like thin NPC spawner plate will be the name. It'll have spawner written right there. And then that's when you know to swap over to your gun and just take it out.
Can you do it as a drone?
Nope.
So you have to be manual for the multi-tool.
As far as I know. You can try... Yeah, I didn't try holding the multi-tool with the drone. That would be kind of dope. You should see if that works. I'm going to probably say it probably doesn't, but I don't know for sure. Ah, I'm out of blocks. I need more blocks. Hardened steel blocks. I guess we'll go for another batch, and then I guess I'll make some more regular steel blocks.
It does work.
Oh, even better. That just got even more hacks looking around.
Yeah, I see it.
Lock on the input and output. All right, let me look at mine. Oh, I was just in there. You talking like the little lock symbols like this? So the way that the constructors work is you have to say what cargo box you're looking at for your items, and then it locks everything in.
Is
here.
it just usually one an area?
Yeah, it'd be like one in a room, but I have seen two in a room. It was a really difficult room. So if you ever know you're having like a really hard time, there's probably a spawner. There's probably two of them in there. But yeah, generally one per room. So just set this to your input, and then wherever you want to output, I like having input be different from my output, but you can have it so it's the same. And then the reason the lock symbol is there is it's not saying that like you can't use it or anything. It's stopping you from manipulating. Like you can't take these glass plate, for example, and like drag it over to another inventory or swap it around. All it's just going to do is look in there for the materials, and then it wants to know where to send the materials. And you can have the same box be your input and output. This right here will change to equal input, I think is what it starts off with. And then you just pick whatever you want to actually use. So this is just our setup here in the base. So yeah, locking the lock symbol is cool.
Anything special about the alien blocks?
You can get those with your multi-tool later, and it's a good source of materials. It has a certain ore that we get out of there. What was it again, Peaches? Is that the Xanthium or whatever it's called?
Yep. Excellent ore.
Oh, this looks like it's going to be a pain in the ass.
I know I had more than one chair. Did it just make a chair disappear on me? I should have put it on the other side right here, but it didn't.
What do you want to get for like thrust? At least 1-to-1 or something like that?
Well, you need for vertical thrust, you need to be better than the gravitational force, and then forward thrust is put as much as you want.
So Peaches, if you I think if we look at the planet stats, I think it's where it puts it. But you don't want to necessarily make it for the individual planet, or you can kind of like click around and look at planet stats because gravity is different on some of the other planets.
Right.
Some other planets.
The one
You're
we're
on
on right now is
planet.
0.9 AGs, and I think they were saying on the forums that you need to be at least twice as much as that. Is it Arrow? Does that sound right?
I mean, to reliably get off the ground, yeah, that would be good.
So 0.18 or 1.8 or 1.8 kg. Where? Okay.
What you munching on?
Oh yeah, I'm good then.
Also, was that Bodge I heard?
Chips.
Nope, wasn't me.
What kind of chips?
Wait, is that 1,000 meters square? Oh shit, yeah, nice.
You got some bugles. Oh, you gonna share?
What's
You're not
bigger,
gonna share?
kg or M?
M's bigger.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. That's two different types of units. Wait, are you looking at K's versus M's, or are you looking at like kg
Yeah,
versus
well,
something
because
else?
for vertical thrust, it's saying I have 13m/s squared. So 13 meters a second squared.
Yeah, you got meters per second squared. Yep.
And then what's
Yeah,
the
that's
kg?
accelerated.
I go to the planet and it says K. .9
I'm lost all of a sudden.
kilogram. There's cubed.
No. You want gravitational force.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one.
You're looking at atmospheric density.
Oh, so I'm looking at
Thank you.
0.68. I was just like, that doesn't make
wait,
sense.
why do the units change?
I know. Okay, so 0.68 G.
No peaches.
I don't know what the conversion rate for that is. I'll just wing it.
This is why
So-
I'm glad that Arrow is playing this game, so we have a legit aerospace engineer here to talk to about this.
Okay, 1g is 1 gravitational force, which is 9.8 meters per second squared. If you're lazy, just round it up to 10.
Okay, say that again.
1g is 10 meters per second squared.
Okay.
So if you want to be double that, you need at least 20 meters per second squared.
So what are we at for our planet is 1.3 kg.
No.
Sorry,
Right.
not quickly. 0.98
We're at
G.
0.98.
That's 1 meter per second.
That's a
Oh,
slightly
did it
high gravity
again.
planet.
What the heck?
Is that what I'm gathering?
Why is he eating my chairs?
So the 0.98 Gs is roughly Earth gravitational force.
Are
What
you
do I
guys
need to be
on
able
Earth?
to escape that?
You need to exceed that.
Right, but between G's and M's, I don't know what the conversion rate is.
Okay, Peaches. When you're looking at your vessel, like,
Yeah.
and you go to
Are you
the
guys actually
statistics
on Earth?
page,
Yeah.
there's an arrow dropping down,
They just have
Yep.
the same
and it'll
gravity as
say something meters per second squared,
Earth? Oh, it's not 1G,
parentheses,
right?
a force.
I don't remember.
So yeah, 13 meters second squared, 400 mn.
Okay, so what that's saying is you are 1.5 times the planet's gravity force. So if you want to get up higher, if you want to get higher quicker, you need more upward thrust. Did that make sense?
Kind of.
You need more boosters in the bottom.
No, I get that, but I'm trying to figure out. No, I get that.
I'll
part,
put it
but
in Kerbal terms for you.
I don't know how you converted the 0.98 to meters squared second, or the. So basically, oh yeah, 1 is 10. Never mind, got it.
Math.
Makes
1
sense.
G is 10
Okay,
meters
okay,
per
okay,
second
okay.
squared.
That okay, now it clicked. All right, thank you. That means
Space.
I was more worried I didn't have enough forward thrust, but I'm at 107 there. I'm good.
I'll come play the
107
space
what?
game in a second.
Meters squared.
That's
Oh,
an area.
Sorry. Oh, meters slash S2.
There you go.
More on the bottom, so at least I can hover.
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay.
Why am I in 7 days? This is bullshit.
You break your leg?
I just fell down. Didn't break my leg, but
There's trap blocks. You can detect them with your multi-tool. They don't have trap in the name.
I probably would have been getting it before you fell in.
Sorry, yeah.
This is 7 days?
I forgot about that. Yeah, I got, there was one I triggered accidentally and I went down into the hole. I think that happened twice. There was another one that I triggered, but I managed to freak out fast enough to hit my jetpack and I missed going down the hole. It was great. I was like, yeah, ninja reflexes.
You say midget reflexes?
Yeah, man.
Yes, the midget reflexes will save him.
It's a ninja.
Midget reflexes will save him.
It's a midget Wow.
That's good.
That's why I'm
I'm short
asking.
and hard like a bodybuilder now.
You gonna save the planet and
Save
kill
the planet.
yourself?
But don't kill yourself, people. It's never too late to get help.
I was leaving that part out of it.
Well, you know, I figured someone was gonna make that leap, and I don't want. I don't know. I'll
What
stop
are you
talking.
talking about? You lost me.
your mom.
Your
That
mom.
was a lot.
Alright, so I just fell down into God knows where.
You're excited.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I did that. And then I died.
I mean, I'm at 50 health, so, you know.
Yeah.
Bitch!
Well, that's not very nice.
I don't gain frenzy charges on this map as much because monsters are more immune to status ailments.
Those bastards.
So that means Bob gets wrecked. So super hungry.
So, good news. I found an elevator. Bad news. It's going down only.
Uh-oh. Keep looking around for the way back
Never
up.
thought that going down was a bad deal.
Let's grab a slope block. Slope. Where'd you go? I just gotta stay.
Although it did kill 3 of the nightmare things.
Nice, you're doing awesome.
Helps when they're at the bottom of an elevator shaft.
Chilling down there? Trying to gank you? Those bastards.
I mean, I could hear them.
Those bastards. Oh, that's a...
So, can a spawner be an alien block?
It could be
Could
on
be
an
on
alien block, but it's not going to be the actual alien block. Those thin plates I was telling you about, the spawner thin plates, they can be on any texture. So, in a way, anything can be a spawn block.
What's the restrictions on explosives? Anything?
You
Make
can't
sure
use
it's
a
fucking
drone.
epic.
What was that?
Go ahead,
Can't
Bodge.
place them on the
I
drone.
said make sure it's fucking epic. I don't know.
But yeah, you can't use the drone to attach them. But you put it on there 8 seconds, and roughly it's going to do 50 hit points of damage on... Okay, so explosives. Let's talk about when it's good to use explosives. You can use the multi-tool to see hit points on any block. Most of the stuff in there is hardened steel. It's something like 2,000, I think. That's
Hardened
not,
steel 1,000.
That's not good to use the explosives on. You want to use explosives on things that are like 100 or less, and not that's particular hardened steel. So blow doors up, cool. Gates, grates, things like that are less than 200 or whatever, blow that shit up. That's where you're meant to go through with explosives.
Well, there went one explosive for no reason then.
What are you trying to do? Blow up a 2,000 hit point block?
1,000, but yeah.
Yeah, you can be there all day and use up all your explosives.
Better off using like a plasma cannon or something on those ones.
I hate the fact that I can tell I'm spawning them in, but have no idea where anything is.
Yep.
Fucking turret. The range on those suckers.
Yep.
Fuck, that sounded like a scorpion. That's because it was.
Oh yeah.
That's weird. The scorpion sounds a lot like a scorpion.
And the snozberries taste just like snozberries.
Oh man, that was a good movie. I think that you owe Disney or whoever owns that a lot of money now, though. So good job. Fucking amateur.
I'm dead. There needs to be like a shift in Minecraft.
Oh, for crouching.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
So, Exum, how close are you to finishing?
I have to redo my blocks because the combat blocks, or not combat, but these ones are too heavy. It's either add more thrusters or change to a lighter block. So I'm changing my blocks out a little bit.
What would be smart is if I packed a spare suit and weapons and everything in the ship.
Why don't you fly back to the... How far out are you from the base?
6K.
You could come back to the base and take Boom Boom out there instead. Boom Boom's got
Come
med
on.
bay, suit changer, you can
12
put food in the
turrets.
refrigerator. It's got a bazillion turrets
Yeah,
at
but
the top,
Boom
he
Boom's
doesn't need
a
that.
hover vehicle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's our vehicle. So you just take a little longer to get there.
Yeah, wouldn't my shit despawn though?
It's not gonna take
Oh,
it 20
get your
minutes to
stuff
go
first.
6 kilometers.
Yeah, it takes like 20 minutes for your pack to despawn, so...
Oh, 20 minutes?
Yeah, it's like 20
Yeah.
or 25 minutes. We'll go with 20 since I'm not sure.
Fucking hell.
Guess I'm coming back then.
Yeah, take some food, put in the fridge.
Can you dock a small vessel onto a hover vessel?
No.
Or vice versa.
Yeah, only 2 clicks off.
But yeah, take some fuel with you. Fill up the refrigerator with some burgers. Because the cool thing about the Wi-Fi signal off Boom Boom is anywhere in that facility with Boom Boom parked outside, you can get into the cargo boxes, the refrigerator, all that jazz. So you don't have to worry about your inventory getting full when you're looting either.
I can do that in my small vessel too.
Yeah. But you can't repair yourself. Or heal yourself.
So you should tickety check yourself.
Also, I gotta reload on guns and things.
That's where my extra shares went. I was wondering. And Galatians just popped up.